to part ways with you.
I think I'm about to get fired because they just put a random meeting on my calendar with HR. Girl, I know what that means. Just get it over with. Like, we just text it to me.
Is experiencing a moment of significant change. So this has required us to manage the business more tightly, focusing on billability. So we in the other sectors have been working through efforts to increase staff billability to reach FY26 billability targets. And so we're continuously evaluating or your location or the expertise or the years of experience, right? And so the decision is not made lightly by the leaders in the health account, but at this time, we're moving forward with your formal severance notification detail. And so now I am going to have Adam discuss the next steps, right? And for
would be on August 18th, which would be 10 business days from today. You are eligible for a severance payment, which is calculated based on your role and your tenure with the organization. And is because of this action, your access will be shut off tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Eastern time. So if there are any personal files...
Please continue doing what you're doing because...
This is why employees stop putting in the 2 weeks before they go.
Hi, Stephen. How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. I do want to let you know that the company has decided to end your employment with us effective immediately. Although you did submit a 2 weeks notice, we appreciate it, but our company does not have to honor that. So with that, we are ending your working relationship with us today. So what I would like for you to do, Stephen, is please log out of all company accounts and systems right away. So we will also need you to return any company property that you have, such as your equipment. And what we'll do is we'll follow up with the instructions on how to return these items and details about your final paychecks and any other benefits that you may be entitled to at this time. So, Stephen, I know this is not information that you're wanting to hear, but I do want to thank you at least for your contributions.
Hey, excuse me, but I just put that 2 weeks notice in today. I sent it over to my team lead.
Understood. And we did advise the team lead as well that we don't have to honor it. We don't. So with that, we're going to go ahead and end your employment with us effective immediately.
Happy Monday. Just got fired. Holy shit. I thought it was just like a normal routine meeting. And no, it was actually we're not moving forward with your employment. And you know what's so funny? It's like when you think that you finally find like a good job and like a company that cares about you, you're like, oh my god, I actually work for people that care. No, you don't. That was like the only stable thing that I had going on in my life right now. Whew, I was not expecting that. I would have never put money down on that happening. I literally just thought that was going to be a meeting. Happy Monday.
So I understand you reported some concerns about the company's practices?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was some stuff that was happening. I felt that, they wasn't legal. And I reported it. I felt like it was the right thing to do. I wouldn't... My goal ain't to get nobody in trouble or anything like that, but I was just trying to do the right thing. It's quiet.
What did your supervisor tell you to do?
He told me to mind my business and do my job. Now, what happened, I wasn't comfortable with, and I felt like I was doing the right thing.
Well, I'm sure you know that this is an at-will job.
What do you mean?
It means I don't need a reason to fire you. Let me explain. I can fire you because my kid pissed me off this morning, or just because I'm not in the mood today.
So, what are you saying?
What I'm saying is, we're ending your employment effective immediately. Please go ahead and log out of all company systems, and we'll go ahead and email you your final details about your final paycheck. Have a great day.
No, this is not.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Carson. Hello. Tori is on the call. She's from our HR company.
Hello. Everybody.
So thank you for taking the time to meet with us today. Unfortunately, your employment with Hill will be terminated effective immediately through the end of the month. And Tori is available to help with any questions or processes moving forward.
Can I ask why I'm being let go today?
Yes, we had the 90-day period, and in the end, we were just thinking it wasn't a great fit.
Can I ask for reasonings as to why you did not think it was a good fit?
Yeah, the publication went out late. It went out with typos. I just feel like the design wasn't necessarily a good fit for the publication.
Can I offer some feedback to that?
Yeah.
Every step along the way, I met my requirements, and quite honestly, a lot of the reasonings as to why it was late was dependent upon you. And I received materials often late from you, as well as not being able to control every ad thing that came in. And I've honestly been on top of everything. I've asked considerable amounts of being able to access things such as the production email to help these things get out more on time. And every step of the way, I was met with roadblocks and being told no. As my direct report, I never felt like you stepped up and asked me if I could use help. I received very little feedback from you, and often there were times where I did reach out to you without being told anything or having any reply or response whatsoever. I also found it very unacceptable to receive a message at 11 p.m. last night informing me that I was going to be laid off the next day with this meeting, and then immediately revoking my access to everything. I do want to apologize to Kendall and to yourself for calling you so much, but when you do that to somebody, they're going to panic. I feel like I've done every step of the way of trying to do this job to the best of my abilities, and quite frankly, you've made it very difficult.
Thank you for the feedback.
Can I ask when this decision was made?
I don't know that there was a specific date in question. I think it's just, evaluating things over the last 90 days and not wanting to prolong it if it wasn't a good fit, and hoping that you could find something that's maybe a better fit for you and your style and how you want to work.
So was it a problem with my style of working? Kendall, I'd love to know specifically if you had issues with my workflow with you.
I wouldn't say it's so much of a workflow problem. I just think, stylistically, maybe you weren't the best fit for the magazine and the product that we're putting out there. Not that you aren't a talented designer or good at what you do. I just think that there's probably maybe a different role at a different company that would be better suited to your style.
Okay, I'd love to make a suggestion then, because right now I think your editor-in-chief could also use some growth in that area as well, because if you guys want to maintain a good team and moving forward, you need to make sure that your leadership is also possessing the strengths that need to be had to make a well-designed magazine. Because if I had been given materials and enough time, I would have been able to design a little bit better. I apologize for there being some typos and slight mistakes, but when it comes down to it, the publications being sent out late were not of my fault.
Okay,
I want that to be clear. It was not my fault. Okay. I work 9 to 5. I do what I've done. And I sincerely, Julie, I hope you take this as a growth opportunity, because every step of this since starting, my biggest frustration was working with you. And I want that to be known, because you have not given me the time to express that to you or give you any feedback until this moment.
Okay. And just please keep in mind, I appreciate you sharing that, but this call is not about Julie, so
I understand that, but since I'm probably not going to get an opportunity to talk about it in the future, it needs to be known. It's been lovely working with you, Kendall. I cannot say the same for you, Julie. Have a great day.
I broke the rule. I'm the one that broke the rule.
A school cafeteria worker admits she did wrong, and she understands why she was fired.
She just couldn't stop giving extra food to children she felt really needed it.
Debbie Solzman says that students in this district know who doesn't have any money because they're the ones with the cheese sandwich. Worked as a beloved lunch lady here at Denver Place. She says she would upgrade the lunch of a child who didn't have enough money or give them extra food if they said they were still hungry.
If they didn't have enough money on their account, they would get a cheese sandwich instead. The other kids knew when they walked out into the cafeteria why they got the cheese sandwich.
She says she also would hear stories of food insecurity.
There was children that got a free lunch that would come back and say, Miss Debbie, I'm still hungry.
Solzman says she kept Post-it note IOUs and paid out of her own pocket for kids, but the district suspended, and Solzman admits to giving her grandchildren extra food too, but says it wasn't just them.
We are terminating your position at Morris.
Okay. Good.
I just recorded you.
I'm recording for myself.
Okay.
So, okay, that's it.
It's illegal to record me.
No, it's not. I'm recording me.
Thank you.
I'm recording me. Thank you.
Thanks, then.
Yep.
Thank you for nothing.
Yep, I will. Whack ass job. Call them. Call for what? For what? Call them. For what? For freedom of speech? Freedom of speech? Freedom of speech? Fuck you in this job. Fuck. Self-evaluate yourself as a manager and all your fucking team leads and see why bitches don't last in this bitch. That's why. That's why. Call them.
So sometimes
Got me fucked up today. The fuck? Y'all is not the end all be all. Let me take my pictures. They really think I give a fuck and I don't. Bitch, call the fucking police.
I'm just gonna film this because like this is just like ridiculous now. You're saying that you're basically saying, okay, yeah, for me to get out. Why?
Because you're late.
Yeah, I'm late by like 10 minutes. Okay, yeah.
No, he was 15 minutes late. I've got it timed.
Yeah, okay, you got me timed. The thing is, yeah.
Yes.
One, okay, yeah, it's the first time I've ever been late. Two, I've been here a whole year. Right. I messaged you an hour ago saying, hey, I'm going to be late because there's traffic. There was an accident on the way here. It's not my fault there's traffic, is there?
Well, work starts at 9, so therefore you need to be here. Regardless of traffic, you should have left earlier.
But I left an hour ago.
Yeah,
I texted you at 8 in the morning saying, hey, there's traffic, yeah? I'm going to be late.
No,
I sent you a picture. I sent you a picture of the traffic. And now you're over here, yeah, saying that get out. I've been here for a year. You can't just tell me to get out. That's rude.
Well, I can because your shift starts at 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
It's now 20 past 9. You said there's
yeah,
traffic.
because you brought me. I got here maybe about 9:08 or something like that. I don't know, yeah. But it's just 20 past 9 now because we've been here, yeah. And you asked me what happened, and I told you what happened. But I even texted you an hour ago saying there's an accident.
Yeah.
How is that accident my fault? I would have actually been here work on time about 8:30, 8:40, yeah. 20, 30 minutes before. I'm usually always before work starts. I'm here.
Yeah, but you're not today, are you?
Yeah, but the one occasion, I'm 10 minutes late, 15 minutes late, even 20 minutes late, yeah? But I told you an hour ago, yeah? Over an hour ago, 8 in the morning, yeah? I text you, yeah? Around 8:03, yeah? Saying, hey, there's traffic on the way, there's an accident. I'm running late.
Well, it's just unacceptable. I'm sorry, but
but okay, can you explain to me, how is that accident my fault?
Well, okay, I take the accident isn't, but you being late for work is. You should take responsibility of being in work on time. And on time is 9 o'clock.
Do I not always come here early?
Well, yes, you do. But maybe you should have looked at traffic before you come. Looked at the roads before you left for work. Because you need to be here.
Yeah, but I'm not a fortune teller,
at 9
am I?
o'clock.
I'm not a fortune teller, am I?
Well, it's not good enough. So, therefore, I'm not happy. You've let yourself down as well as me. You're fired.
But why? That's
because
rude.
you were late for work.
But for 10 minutes. No. You can't just do that. I've been here for a year. I've been here for a year. I've been working here for a year, okay, yeah?
Okay.
You've only just come here for last month, yeah? You're new.
Yeah, I get your frustrations.
And I get your frustration, yeah? You're trying to show a big...
My corporate job just fired me. I went in today all nicely dressed like I am. And, you know, they sat me down and told me they were letting me go. After 6 years at this company, I am no longer there. And you know what? I'm not even upset. Is that bad? Is that bad not to feel upset about the situation? Like, I've been getting questions from family and they're like, how do you feel? And my response to them has literally been, I feel free. The reason, before y'all even get, you know, to thinking that it was because of something that I posted on here, it was not. It was because of budget cuts. And not only was I let go, but others were too. So yeah, that was still surprising to me. I mean, I immediately asked in my, I guess, exit, just want to make sure that this is not about performance. And they clarified, this is not about your performance. This is solely based on, you know, us not getting the grants and these things that we thought we were getting and us having to cut back. And so I had to write it all down as they were talking, because I had to make sure, like, what after 6 years? I know God has a plan for me. I've been blessed with almost 18,000 of you on this platform, and I am so thankful. I hope they never take this platform away, because I am so thankful for you all. And just know that it's about to come. Like, when y'all see me, just know. Just know. It's because, baby, that job let her go. I'm going to have more for y'all. I don't have much now. I'm still kind of in shock, but not upset. I feel like God puts you in certain positions in your life. He makes you do stuff that you wouldn't do. Like, I would have never put myself in this position to be even a little bit uncomfortable, but he did that for me. I just know there's something big coming. I know there's something big. So y'all gonna see a lot more of me. So get ready, and please share these videos with a friend. Please send the links to a friend. Tell them to come follow your girl, because we got so much coming. I'm gonna be sharing everything. I'm gonna be sharing corporate stuff. I'm gonna be sharing still show up for y'all as if, you know, nothing has changed. So don't get it twisted. We're still here and we're about to grind this out.
So I think I'm being laid off from my job today. If you couldn't tell by my appearance, I have been crying all morning. I haven't even had my meeting yet, but I got a calendar meeting today from someone I've never spoken to at the company, and a bunch of other people did too. So I am recording this because I feel like a lot of people can probably find comfort in knowing they're not alone. So we will see. Maybe it'll be something positive. Maybe I'm not getting laid off, but I am shaking.
That does impact your position. Today is going to be your last day.
I've loved my time here and I'm very thankful for it. So I appreciate it. I did not think that that would be my last day. My laptop's not even working anymore for me to like save things. Like,
so for performance issues, Pizza Hut decided to fire a staple in the community, Miss Miranda. You were with them for 13 years. What do you have to show for that? Did they give you any kind of compensation when they let you go, or any kind of...
Nope, they did nothing of the kind. I got 2 awards last year for having the best performance, the best
you got 2 awards.
Yes.
2 awards for best performance, and what was the other?
Top sales.
And top sales.
And they tried to tell me my performance was down.
And now they tell you your performance is down, and so Pizza Hut just decided to let you go, even though you're doing all this great stuff for your community here in Suwannee County. So you've known Miranda for a while, right?
Many years.
And the community knows Miranda too from Pizza Hut?
When we first started, it was Christmas and Thanksgiving food baskets.
So how did that work with the food baskets? What did that do for Suwannee County?
Oh my goodness, we fed thousands. I'm being honest with you. And in 2023, we had over 450 come in and eat, and then not mention who carried out.
So whose dime was this on?
Her dime and all the other volunteers. Just like last week, she took over, I don't know how many pizzas, 60 pizzas to the local school so they could have a pizza party.
You're feeding people, you're taking pizzas to the schools to feed the kids, and they just decided to let you.
Hi guys, I just got let go from my job. I wasn't expecting that this morning, so I'll be fine. I worked for Midday Squares in marketing. They had to let go of the marketing division, which is fine. It just came as a bit of a shock. I'm a strong believer that everything happens for a reason. Able to maybe make more TikToks and create more content for you guys.
Oh, I'm gonna miss it. I'm really gonna miss it. It was amazing. And I've learned so much in the past, 8 months. I'm still in the parking lot. I haven't moved because I actually don't know how I'm gonna drive home. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys and just be really real. This is life. And, you gotta get up and keep grinding. If anyone's hiring in marketing, anyone knows anyone that's hiring a marketing specialist, I'm free. Onwards and upwards from here. Okay, bye.
How did I lose my job as a flight attendant with Emirates before I even started? To make a very long story short, I have absolutely no idea. They never told me why. Also, I never got a paycheck from Emirates, so I technically never really worked for them. This is the ultimate story of a CJO from an airline is not a job. And yes, this happened in 2019, and I am still not over it. I'm gonna die here on Earth, and I'm gonna wake up one last time to bitch about Emirates. It's 2019. I just graduated from college. The PA thing didn't work out. I ended up with a degree in health science and Spanish. I was like, I don't want to do anything with that degree. I'm going to go be a flight attendant for Emirates. So I fly my ass to Atlanta, do the open day. And the entire open day is just a brainwashing ceremony. They show you all these amazing destinations that you're going to go to, these fancy hotels that you're going to stay in. They're like, we're going to pay for your accommodation. So then out of the 200 people that showed up to the open day, they gave a final interview to about 10. So I do the personality test, I do the final interview, I don't get the job. Fast forward a few months when I was eligible to reapply, they had an open day in Toronto. At the time I was living in Buffalo, so I was like, I'm gonna drive to Toronto and go do this open day again. This time, same thing. About 200 people showed up, 10 people got a final interview, and the open days are long as fuck. Both of them that I went to were 8 to 10 hours long. And I was totally blind to the red flags at the moment because they literally took your height and weight to calculate your BMI, which as a former PA student, BMI is literally the biggest bullshit measurement ever. I remember one of the recruiters literally pinched my suit around my waist to see the silhouette of my body. So I ignore all that, make it through the open day, get the final interview, do the personality test, do the final interview, and then several weeks later, I get my golden call and joining formalities in progress. The hoops that they make you jump through to join, insane. I had to send medical records, vaccine records, dental records, and these 4 teeth are partially fake. They literally wanted me to go to the dentist, so they put those things in your mouth and get a professional dental photograph of your teeth. You had to send them all these different kinds of pictures and different poses and different lighting. And I remember this one picture that I sent, I get a phone call at 4 o'clock in the morning from the UAE. They're like, your picture is unacceptable. Your hair is a mess. Also, trigger warning, the pose that they wanted you to do was horrible and they wanted you wearing tight clothes so they could see the outline of your body. They said my hair was a mess. I photoshopped the hair out of the picture and resent it and they accepted it. So now I'm all ready to go. I have everything. The only thing that I was waiting on were my tickets to literally move to Dubai. So I didn't re-sign the lease on my apartment. I quit my job. That's why I left Delta as a gate agent. And I remember this morning so vividly. I was on the employee portal checking to see if I got my tickets yet. And I just talked to my friend because we were going to go to a rooftop bar for a going away party. And I get a phone call from the UAE. I pick it up and they're like, we're canceling your contract. I was like, why? And they were like, not telling. Hang up the phone, refresh the page. My employee portal is already canceled. So I have no idea why they canceled it. People have asked oh, was it because you're gay? And I'm like, well, they saw me twice at the open days. And not hiring gay flight attendants, please. Who's going to run the airline? But the thing is that I'm not bitter because I didn't get the job. I'm bitter because they put me through all of that, quit my job, got rid of my apartment. And then they were like, got to be quicker than that. But it is one of those things that everything happens for a reason, because if I went a few months later, COVID would have hit. I probably would have got fired anyway. I certainly would have been fired because I would have said the wrong thing to a passenger or something. Because for US airlines, it mostly is the customer is always right, but you can't get on a plane and do anything that you want. Where I've heard insane stories of on Emirates, somebody threw a pizza at a flight attendant and the flight attendant got in trouble, crazy behavior, and it's always the flight attendant's fault. So I definitely wouldn't have been able to put up with that. And it all ended up working out in the end because the airline that I was a flight attendant for, I absolutely loved. So if you ever have the urge to apply for Emirates, I highly encourage you to go on YouTube and search why I quit Emirates. Fly better, fly Emirates. More fly Emirates. We don't give a fuck about our employees. If you're ever bored, go read what they did to their flight attendants over COVID.